Hi, good morning. Good afternoon. This is Daryl Johnson with Ride the Wind. Um, it's Monday, I guess. Yeah, the 15th, 2019. I want to do a video. I'm taking some time off. Um, but really, I'm going to the mountains in a couple of weeks. I'm waiting on my truck. And that's where I'm really going to find silence. And I'm going to disconnect from the whole planet deal and focus on something else for a little while. Not that I'm not going to keep an eye on these planets and the asteroids, but I want all that's been placed in my mind, the Nibiru story, the Planet X story, I want it gone. I want it out of my head. And I will get it out of my head. Because that was written by man. And guess what? I don't trust anything man wrote. Unless it's been broken down by somebody who's truthful and somebody who holds a scholarship, then I'm down with it. Okay. I just, to be positive, right? I just looked at Chinese dragons, Chinese red dragons. You can look them up. They represent kings and power in the Chinese religion. But if you go over the other way to Europe to here, now we're talking the beast that rose out of the water, the second beast, half sea goat, half man, comes from Merovingian lineage, okay? And what these guys have written, and the whole Nibiru story and Wormwood, is that this beast with a satanic background, which I think I've already backed up if you've gone to the dragon lineage, okay? With a satanic background, this beast is going to come out and it's going to take out a dragon. Now, what did I just say about Chinese religion? Okay, representation of power, a representation of kings, a representation of authority. And it talks about that beast coming out of the water and taking authority and power from the dragon with 10 horns, which I think are a crown. Now, this is what they want to believe. This is what they've written. This is what they're going to try and manifest. Okay, so know that, number one. Now, I wanted to say what they wrote is what we believe. Not happening like that. It's not. There are too many planets floating around, but I think they're far away, and if they were close enough, they'd split this planet in half. So the debris fields that we're seeing in the sky have nothing to do with the planets that are out there. Nibiru is still a tiny red star. Okay, I've seen enough to not go with the other ideas that can leave a smoke trail in our sky, because again, we'd be done flipped. Okay, if these planets were close enough, that's the way they look, and they look created. Okay, they don't look right. Nothing looks right. Okay, but these planets that are floating around, they got it. They're big. Okay, so they're still in the objective that I'm seeing them: Russia, Denmark, Switzerland, Rosneft. They're still pretty small. Now, the egg I've been seeing is an asteroid also. So, Musk has teamed up with NASA to go up there and take a shot at Bennu, which I watch every day. Okay, it's over Mexico City, and it's getting bigger. Okay, so it's the Armageddon mission to go up there and try and blow that up. Bruce is going with him, so we're going to be okay on that one. Ryuga. Japan tried, there's two right now, okay? These are planet killers, right? Ragula. Last week, Japan tried to stop, and they couldn't. So I don't know what the next mission is on that. But all you need to do, if you've got a Google scientific feed, I'm not going to give the sources. You should know this. It's right there. They're talking about it, but then they redirect it or provide disinformation for the real information that they've sent by printing an article that's just totally different from what they said. Oh, we're examining Ragula. Well, you just said what are you talking about? The Japanese didn't blow it up the other day, so it's still headed our way. They wanted to redirect it to the moon. Okay, so I wanted to catch on that. I wanted to say, talk about a number other than 144, which is 444. If you're seeing that number, in my estimation, that's directly God. That's his number, 12. and then take it from there if you know your tetrahedrons and you know your tetragrammatons and you understand how this works. There are fusion signatures in the sky. That's about it, okay? And those fusion signatures, I think, transcend directly into what I'm studying, but I don't have a full story on, but I wanted to give you a heads up on it that I think good's here, okay? And we've got help. They're called interdimensional beings. And there's good ones and there are bad ones. I've got a count of about 5 right now, but I'm paying attention to a certain one, which is a white one. They don't hide, they just haul ass, and they're very hard to capture with my my phone button, you know, because it only captures in a couple seconds. I can only capture again. Well, by that time, the thing's gone by the screen. I saw these guys battle with an orange group over Biscayne Bay, okay? Now, I think they're good. The reason why, and I'll prove this, is when you slow these down and magnify these entities, they have wings and legs. And I think I might have already said this. So the fairies, my guess is angels, okay? And they're not hiding themselves like the other things that I'm seeing, and they're not coming in and out of the sun. But what I don't understand, people not understanding, and I just saw Wrap the News with Maverick or however that worked, you know? And then I see that thing split into multi-lights. That's called a certain something. There is an explanation for that. And it's not Nibiru. It's not, I'm going to say not the dragon. I don't even want to say Nibiru anymore. I'm sick of it, you know. There's something else here. We weren't told right. We got to think out of the box. Dun, 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 dun. Okay? I want to tell a story. Well, first I'll say that there's a big orange orb that's lighting up the whole western sky. I've got videos of it rising at night. It's a flaming orange ball, and then it sets right at morning, and the sun rises when it sets. I watch it all the time, you know, and I watch it light up the skies here. Then we got something lighting up the eastern skies, which is getting unbelievably big, okay? It's weird. There's a planet sitting over top of Detroit. Most notice that. There's one over Paris. You know, these planets are all over the place. It's weird. So we've definitely got the wrong story. And again, like I said before, we need to think out of the box. I want you to know that he said he'd come with many. I want to talk about Brazil and Russia. Their skies are totally red. I don't know why. I don't know if that's magnesium. I have no idea what they're doing, and I don't think any of us do. So we got to go from point zero here and examine the facts. And some might come up with our own hypothesis and hopefully find a professional to back it so we're not wigwams for another 3 years with tinfoil hats, because I don't want to be that. I want truth. These interdimensional beings, okay? We've got a fusion created sky from a 576 resonance. They have opened the doors. These guys are in here. And God knows what else people have gone through around the world and what the hell has come out of this thing already. Because if they hit the wrong door, we got big, big problems. And that's what Hawkins worried about. It is a Pandora's box that we will not be able to close. And that's what they're planning to do. And I don't even want to check on order. That's their power supply that's going to go right next to it. And I know that's the final key. I just see all this. I just know all this. And everything I feel ends up being proved right, you know, when I go out there and look, you know. I want to say Impossible Channel has 2 videos that say that are going to be deleted. It's a 2-part thing. You need to watch it. It's got the pixels that I'm talking about where a light appears in them and they move around. It's got, I think the zippies coming in and out of the sun is what I call them. There's these other things that haul ass. There's these orange balls, and there's these black guys that just showed up on the scene. They scare me. I was walking one night before I say that Ison is the Blue Kachina. I'm going to go with Hopi Prophecy. I got to go down to Little Rock and talk to elders to confirm this, but I want their view. But I'm like positive of that, and that leaves blue-red trail. That's Ison, gang. They're hiding it. Okay, so this is another deep impact problem that I saw a military video on when I discovered it 3 years ago. The next day after I caught it in the sun, I was like, what is it? Then I see the video. So I'm not going to get into that story, okay? But it's bullshit. The stories that we have been told are wrong. Okay, so I don't know where we go from there, but I'm going to focus on these interdimensional beings. I'm going to keep, look on the planets and the 7 stars that I see coming in, which is closer than planets. And I don't think those are here yet. And again, I'm going to say I will come in many. Okay, so let's be clear on that. And I only go with what Lord spoke, which could be twisted. And I only go with what he spoke. And I know how to kind of rearrange what they say to understand the parable that they are stating. I've gotten real good at this, studying 5 different religions, Muslim, Shiva, Hinduism, Egyptian. And they all, you know what? They all boil down, it looks like, all the gods to the tetrahedron, which is a representation of fusion. Now, this morning, I go to my hotspot. I forget where it is. Ivachek, Russia. Okay, let me say that. And the trapezoids are there, and I zoom in on them, and their eyes. This is also a signature of fusion. Now, if you've got that signature of fusion going in the sky and you're seeing little white lights, which are etheric lights, I'll give you that right now, okay? Then you've got teleport lights. That's how these things come through. That's why, I just don't want to get into that. I just want to explain that I think we've got good here. And for every 10,000 angels that come, remember there's another 10,000 angels, okay? And we know our purpose, and we know they're here. But I'm gonna kind of stick on that. I do want to say one other thing. I took a walk a long time ago, 3 years ago. Didn't know where I was going. I usually walk a certain path. It was 10 miles in the morning, and I was trying to come off that crap Suboxone that they gave me after I came out of pain management for my face. So I'm walking in that, and that's another thing I want to get into, but not this video. What the truth is about recovery. So anyway, I'm walking and I end up in a place that I've never been in before. Okay. And I may have told this story, but I think now what it did to me, okay, after hearing another guy speak who's in my same situation, will do anything to speak truth. And it was really cool to see this guy. Again, he's in the, two-part series in the Impossible channel, and all the anomalies that I'm talking about, the pixelations, everything, it puts them out there, okay? So that is sobering. But what I wanted to say is all of a sudden I see these lights shooting up from the sky, and they look like sperm floating around in the sky, okay? And I'm sorry if I've said this story before. Sometimes I repeat myself because of my stroke. Strokes, my Nibiru's strokes, right? I get little blurbs. But so these things popping up in the sky, they're swimming around like sperm, and they disappear, and I projectile puke. Okay? Can't get a shot. I'm standing there waiting for it again with a pile of puke in front of me. I'm just going to say it clear, because this was fucking changing me. Okay? So it goes off again. I instantly projectile puke. These little light beams, little white balls, were not what I'm talking about. These guys floated in the round the sky. Again, I can only compare them to sperm, okay? I missed the second shot because I puked, right? Okay, so I got to get a third shot. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Is it going to go? It did. And I puked, but while I was puking, I captured a few of these things, and I've still got them in the cloud, But I want to say that when you see these things, let alone real, eye to eye, it changes you. And in some cases, it destroys your life. And in your head. I can go farther on other incidents that I've had of things that I've seen, a triangle floating over my head for a whole day, huge, never moved. And all that day, with triangles in my head, it's really weird. But when you see these things real, they change you. They make everything that you have in a perspective of your reality change. Everything I saw at Carswell, all the anomalies, made me change. Going through Jade Helm made me change, you know? So I wanted to put that out there. So something in me, when I saw these entities, made me sick, made me puke. So to me, that means evil. And there's a video where I think they ended up over Fort Bragg, and it was during the day, same signature, same little beings, interdimensional. A lot of what you're seeing in the sky is flashes that appear in light, as light, but they are not orbs. They are the breaking through. Either they're able to do it with their dimension, or we're helping them with our resonance of 576, which opens these things. Could be letting in the asteroids. Who knows? Okay? But believe nothing. Always be out of the box. Love your brother. Love your neighbor. I just wanted to say this. We got two coming at us. We got Banu, but they're going to take a shot at. That's the Musk NASA game. What they're going to do about Regula, I have no idea. I have no idea if they'll even print it again. No one's talking about ISON. Okay? If anything could leave the clouds in these skies and leave the red, it would be ISON. If you look at Hopi prophecy. And it also explains the two witnesses. I'm going to leave it with that for now. I've got so much dimensional evidence, that we are defining as planets and stuff like that, and we're totally wrong. And I'll tell you what, there's lines in the sky. Steve showed a little bit of them. I've got ones that are just hairy. You can't miss them. And, I watched, Mockingjay yesterday, right? Talking about all the districts and this and that, and the same thing I've been thinking in my head. I've never watched that movie. And it kind of adds up, and it kind of points to where we're going. So we need to sober up, or somebody else is going to be in control. And I'll push that issue, but I'm not going to push it anymore because they're removing every comment, every fucking view. I don't know who's really seeing me. I'm going to try and email some people here, that I promise, but I get so many emails out, like shoot a certain person a bunch of shot, and then it stops. They go into drafts, or they go into unsent, and they never go. So Google plays with me. Assistant keeps fucking me up, asking me if I want to ask any questions. Yeah, like send this, So I can't let that get to me, but I am going to get my break soon. I will keep you guys up on what's going on. I'll leave you with one thing, and I said before, during Revelations, Peter, who will build my churches on this rock, which divided us all. Good job, Peter. Peter talks about a bang, a loud bang, a sky opening up. What do you think Peter was talking about? I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with you 444s. I'm going to leave you with you 144s. I'm going to leave you with you people who seek knowledge. I'm going to leave the people who love each other and are doing something good for someone every day. Every day, do something, please. Okay? And make it catch on. Spread it to others. Because if we don't come together as some type of collective, we're not going to make it through this. The lines that divide need to fade away. And that's no matter what someone's opinion is. It doesn't matter. We all need to be connected. And if we're not, and I don't think it is, and I don't think that's ever going to work out because we're too locked in to the program and the perception that we receive, which is only through dimensional, which is blocking everything, along with antidepressants, along with the abuse, which I don't fault that because those people, if I was there too, I get high. You know what I mean? If I was stuck in a box and had nothing, what would you do? How would you deal with that? And you're never going to get out of it. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with trying to love a homeless person. Don't be scared to drive down in those neighborhoods. Nobody's going to scare you or nobody's going to hurt you. don't be scared to talk to someone. You know, don't be scared to bring down a bottle of water, a sandwich, some chips, you know, make a few bags, make a few people stay. Make them feel like more than they are, which they think they're invisible. That's the problem. So we got to be aware of that. And I love you guys very much. But again, soon I'm going to take a break because I have to eliminate all the distraction, all the lies that I think are out there about Nibiru, Planet X, etc. I think that's all a man-made story, and they're looking to manifest destiny. And whatever this creature is they're talking about popping out of the sea, I have no idea, but you can count on something, them trying to do something, you know, and that's kind of scary. So I want to say I love you guys very much, but I want to say in the end, he wins. Their story is that he loses. No, their story's going to be wrong, okay? And there are things here to help us right now. So that means we need to be doing our job, and they're here doing their job. Time to wake up and do your job, especially if you're at 144. Ride the wind. You guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye.